World Meitei Council begins 72-hour statewide ban pressing demand to enlist Meitei community in ST list. Statewide ban gives minimal impact except in Imphal city. Atsum warns statewide shutdown if government failed to release arrested leaders of Atsum, KSO and Ansam immediately without any condition. Manipur reports 24 new COVID-19 cases, 34 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.44%. India adds 9,119 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,264 recoveries and 396 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.33%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm IBETHOI THOKCHOM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your face mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. 72-hour statewide ban called by World Meitei Council pressing demand for enlistment of Meitei community in the scheduled tribe list has minimal impact except in the Imphal city. It may be mentioned that the council gave an ultimatum to the state government to send recommendation for the inclusion of Meitei community in the ST list of the Indian Constitution latest by November 24, else want of agitation. Subsequently, owing to government's failure to send a recommendation, World Meitei Council launched the total shutdown since last midnight till November 27 midnight. 16 civil bodies had extended support to the shutdown. Business hub of the state, the Khwaramban Ima market was almost deserted while shutters were all down at Pauna and Thangal markets. Impact of the shutdown was also visible at Singzamai, Kongba and Lamlong roads. Lamlong markets. Inter-district passenger bus services halted and few personal vehicles and passenger auto rickshaws ran on the streets. Police personnel are being deployed at strategic locations to prevent any untoward incidents. Ironically, Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee Manipur had issued a press release that the committee does not support the ban called by WMC. World Meitei Council says the general strike was necessitated to safeguard future generations. Press release from the council appeals to the government not to send police or CID to collect personal data of those who are supporting the issue, as such is against democracy. WMC also condemns Chief Minister Nongthomin Biren's remark, Moi Meitei, as unfortunate. Current trend of e-marketing has taken away the livelihood of digitally challenged women vendors of the Khwaramban Ima market. Impact News brings you a report.
Our lives have been significantly transformed in this technologically advanced era just at the click of a button. Unfortunately, the trending e-marketing platforms have taken away the livelihood of women vendors of the historic Khwaramban Ima market.
Hanggai di khara silame hujikti ne khulangang ko do busi yaure kana to mina yum de la piramina anu karimta kana ba phangdere
koi yualiba pi jingje koi online na loi chakhidana loi sire ado online da ngan tawbadi di original na te do koi sinna original do haije ada di online da loi tawbadi koi di dum pura sire online jo hitam ni na haije ko.
This technologically challenged generation is at a losing end. People now prefer to shop online rather than from these vendors, and the prevailing coronavirus pandemic aids the new trend even further.
Thai di Primatia Mayomada Yankai Humuda Pyramidana, Hujiki Sanigi Matakala Evako, Aduna Tongde, Hujikiam Tongeba, Primatiam Yom Patara Tongba, Tranga Tongba, the Mandan Matongi, Aduga, Thai Hele, P Tongbadi.
imunga pubangam bazat na te de be masidi ima hoi sum ha kai haini yum de leiraga pothapam khangdabagi mayam marakta sum tillaga khara isa se khara chathok chasin tawraga nungai bagi wani mung pubangam bai wa lei ponte
moi chele chelaga angang ma gi sana popol lei de kaino online de chele lei na ri sia kai un kana drasana khoi phami bai de thum si bu matam le bai pham bai wani
Hujiti posi bai sang jam handare online da lau tau gi badagi naro ngai di hanju na zo londo masam mosno online da loi tau gare khang da ba khoi soi da nong gi khudai ma pa hui da ma yom gare sitre phadi amani sipade re kem sitre ba aduga masina da di market henje khale di mutpagi no do koi chala ne ba.
There is apprehension that as we digitally progress, the once golden era of the Imam market might come to an end. With camera person El Kabi, this is Joyce Rusham, Impact News, Imphal.
Manipur police has arrested 11 leaders of ATSUM, ANSAM and KSO for their alleged involvement in calling the indefinite economic blockade along the national highways over the EDC Bill 2021. The arrested persons are 47-year-old ATSUM President Pautan Thang Lupheng, 40-year-old ATSUM General Secretary S.R. Andrea, 32-year-old ATSUM Secretary Information Khainin Lin Dongel, 28-year-old ATSUM Secretary Forest and Environment R.P. Dining, 41-year-old ATSUM Secretary Rights and Reservation Simthar Jajo, 31-year-old ATSUM Assistant Secretary Forest and Environment Maran Khai, 28-year-old ATSUM Assistant Secretary Information Thoshri, 28-year-old ATSUM Joint Secretary Assembly Affairs Matthew Rawambe, 36-year-old ANSAM General Secretary A.C. Thotso, 37-year-old KSO Executive Member S. Tony and 29-year-old KSO Joint Secretary Thangmang. They were arrested around 11:30 last night from Numba. Protests erupted in Senapati Bazaar over their arrest, demanding their immediate unconditional release. Meanwhile, All Tribal Students Union Manipur ATSUM has condemned the police arrest of the leaders of ATSUM, KSO and ANSAM, ATSUM terming it violation of democratic rights. Press release from ATSUM warns of launching total shutdown in the entire state if authorities concerned fail to release all the arrested persons unconditionally. Kuki Students Organization Sadar Hills, Tangkhul Katamnao Saklong, Joint Student Bodies Churchandpur, Senapati District Students Association and Kuki Students Organization Churchandpur District and Naga Students Union Chandel condemned the arrest of tribal student leaders by Manipur police in connection with the indefinite economic blockade called in connection with EDC Bill 2021 by ATSUM, KSO and ANSAM along the national highways running in the state. Press release from the bodies demand release of the arrested student leaders at the earliest, else warned the government to bear responsibilities of all unwanted consequences. Imphal West Construction Demand Committee Mayang Imphal in collaboration with all Mayang Imphal Club Organization and Mayra Paibi Group stays a sit-in today at Mayang Imphal Chabungbam Hau Mamang against state government's decision to change the venue of the proposed District Institute of Educational and Training Diet Center of Imphal West District. The center was earlier proposed to be constructed at Mayang Imphal's Chabungbam Hau Mamang. It may be mentioned that former MLA of Mayang Imphal constituency and ex-Education Minister Dr. K.H. Ratan Kumar laid the foundation stone for the Diet Center. Taking part in the protest, committee co-convener T.S. Noren said the foundation stone for the Diet Center was laid on December 16 in 2016. However, construction has been delayed since BJP came into power. He claimed that the then MLA had informed the committee that the state government has no relevant paperwork of the proposed Diet Center. T.H. Noren added that the committee had filed RTI regarding the matter. He warned that the local MLA and government should be held responsible for any unwanted circumstances arising out from the stalemate of the situation.
In the signal Lejariba, Mayangpan Praja Singbu, Hena Tangu Letaba in the Sikba, in Chingal Labor, Adumba Praja Ohenbu, Luna Masida, Aquagi, Political Giova, Karimbo Wapamata Lejade, Habasuma, Tamze.
Governor Laganation has appreciated Ras Leela and other cultural activities of Manipur as the pride of India. He also credited Manipur's art and culture for popularizing India's art and culture at the international level. The governor was speaking during the inauguration of 3-day Manipuri dance and music at Maibam Lotpaching in Bishnupur district today. JN Dance Academy Imphal organized the event to mark the 223rd death anniversary of Rajashri Vegachandra as a part of 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Hairok MLA Dr. THOKCHOM Radhesham, director of JN Dance Academy L. Bilash, and other dignitaries attended the event.
Preserving and promoting the vast, intangible heritage of India's diverse culture in the form of music, dance and drama. I would like to express my gratitude to the Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, Imphal, for taking the lead to organize this festival here. I will tell one anecdote from the history. The first aggressor for our country is Greek, Alexander. Before that, nobody dared to enter into our country with an ulterior motive. Somehow, Alexander, you must all have heard about his name. He captured most of the places and then he wanted to capture India. लेकिन उस समय इंडिया का नाम नहीं है भारत. Fortunately, he has got a guru.
Former Chief Minister Radhabinod Koizam has raised the need to set minimum qualification for intending candidates to elect good representatives. Speaking to Impact News on the sidelines of the 12th Foundation Day of Koijam Kamini Devi Memorial Library and Thau Information Center at Thamaiban Thau Ground today, Radhabinod Koizam said innovative ideas and welfare activities taken should be the basis to qualify to be a candidate for election. He condemned that corrupted people, including drugs and arms dealers, are coming out as intending candidates for the upcoming election. The former Chief Minister called upon the public to be wise in choosing well-qualified and sincere representatives in the upcoming election. Koijam Kamini Devi Memorial Library and Thau Information Center, Youth Collective Manipur and Debaters Union of Manipur organized a debating competition on the setting minimum qualification of election candidates on the occasion.
Mirep Singdudi, Huran Bowarak Bayai, Nongwila Lon Bayai, Drug La Lon Bayai, Adugum missing Adugi, Raz Ningasi Manipur, the lady Masidi, Moina Sauri, Moigi Matam Oina Uri, Masidation of Praja Sing Gyan Taragadi, Makoi Singdudi, Koopa, Soroki Nakanda, Kumbanda Tadra Leho Gadavani, Praja Singduna Gyan Tadragana, Moi Singduna Dum Pan Batavni, Aduna Praja na Gyan Tava. Munna kantaba darkar lai masa masagi da natana masa masu singi tungi lambi edo makoina manghan ba phate mirep ne na thoklei ba singchina praja singda lakadori di moi yu pi thake haigani ganja pi thake haigani drug pi ge haigani number 4 pi ge haigani adudagi paisa pi ge haigani adubu praja singduna khanba tabane haba.
Kurai MLA L. Susindro has warned of taking legal actions against anyone who interferes with welfare activities in the constituency. Speaking on the sidelines of the foundation's stone-laying ceremony for the construction of a new community hall above the water reservoir at IBETHOI Puri Puraba Shrine in Kongpal, Ningthaubung Laikai today, MLA Susindro appealed to stop politicalization of welfare activities. He said water reservoirs and community halls are being constructed near shrines due to lack of land in the constituency. He assured of setting up adequate water reservoirs in the constituency to supply water to every household, urging the people to compare the developmental activities initiated during his 4 years tenure as the local MLA and the activities taken during the previous government. The Kurai sitting MLA appealed to choose the right candidate who will bring progress in the constituency for years to come.
Praja nuaina development kha tawbiyo adu dinna tadana praja singida lana uhanaba Kurai kendra do akoi Chahi asukse aina poide be MLA chahi mari makhai ni aina nasi su challenge tawri last 10 years to oibiramba jing dudagi akhoina nasi chahi mari makhai se tawri base sei da aina tawribaside helamdrena khalaba aina tawrijne hena miyamgi damota tawramdrena khalade miyamna piningwa dandi do pbo yae last 4.5 years aina tawriba development singse masi praja purumona khangma ta ne praja purumona khangiba punamakse kanaguma khangdaba miyoy kharna khara khanganingi haitare karaida lambi lay karaida sigi lambi sina kari maming kawi sina karaida sigi ising drainage sina karaida tari adegi smain torogana kari development tawduri ka haibagumba akoina aduma khara tamgona hainingi maramdi tamdri khangdri.
A team of narcotic cell in Imphal West arrested a man in possession of suspected heroin number 4 in 33 vials today. Impact News sources said the team under the command of OC Narcotics Cell Imphal West and overall supervision of Imphal West SP Dr. S. Ibomcha arrested the miscreant near Sagolban area near NRL oil pump at around 9:30 a.m. Arrested person is 35-year-old Laishram Surjit, son of El Shamu from Kwakaitel, Haino, Khongnembi. He came riding a red color Honda Daewoo with a registration number from Wahingbam Laikai side towards Tera Bazaar. The team found the contraband drug concealed in a bag inside the toolbox of the two-wheeler. He has been handed over to Imphal police station along with the seized drugs and vehicles for necessary legal actions. KSO Churchandpur has demanded immediate removal or termination or transferring of Principal JNV Tuinom Churchandpur and 4 other teachers over inaptitude, mismanagement of the institution, including letting fraudulent nasty admission processes and overindulging in fraudulent and corruptive acts. Press release from KSO Churchandpur alleges the principal and other staffs of collecting 300 rupees per students every year on the pretext of dormitory renovation or management funds when the UJNV itself has been centrally funded. It also demands to set up an inquiry committee, fact-finding team to carry out a detailed inquiry into the corruption and mismanagement of the institution. Manipur added 24 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,660 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 1.44%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,25,070. Active cases are 687. One COVID patient from Imphal West district died in the past 24 hours. Death toll stands at 1,966. On the positive note, 34 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, raising the total recovered cases to 1,22,417. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 97.88%. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
K Center, global leader in CAD, CAM, CAE education comes to Imphal. Engineering amadi architecture gi student amadi professional singda latest module da training piri.
K Center initiation Sagolban Moirang Merak Machin.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव का मरी लेना मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की मखादा ब्यूरो ऑफ एनर्जी इफिशिएंसी अमदी एनएसपीसी ने सिंधुना नेशनल पेंटिंग कॉम्पिटिशन ऑन एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन 2021 पांथोकलगनी तोंगान तोंगान बे ग्रुप अनि थोकना क्लास 5 तगे 7 फावगिना ग्रुप ए अमदी क्लास 8 तगे 10 फावगिना ग्रुप बी हाइना खाइदोकुना एनर्जी इफिशिएंसी इंडिया अमदी क्लीनर प्लैनेट हाइबा टॉपिक ता पांथोकदबनी लास्ट डेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन नवंबर 20 रजिस्ट्रेशन अमदी अकुपा मरोल गिदमक www.b-studentsaward.in दगी खंगलबा
Welcome back. After the break, we are watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 9,119 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,264 recoveries and 396 deaths in past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have dropped to 1,09,940. Total recovered cases have reached 3,39,67,962 and recovery rate stands at 98.33%. Death toll has reached 4,66,980. Over 119 crore 38 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 25 crore 98 lakh 86,000 people. Above 51 lakh 95,000 people have died and recoveries are above 23 crore 50 lakh 9,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 93,86,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. The first convention of Bariam, Mariamai, Nyame and Ryame clan, Assam, Manipur and Nagaland was held on the theme Finding Roots, Weeding Shoots today at Rangkung Part 1 Common Ground in Noni district. The convention aimed at bringing love, peace and prosperity among the clans. A monolith was also unveiled and a souvenir was released on the occasion. Traditional dance by Rangkung villagers and chanting of traditional tribal slogans from Kopum delegates highlighted the event. Kundrakpam Kendra Nat Sankirtan Dance and Music Academy marked its 25th Foundation Day and also held the 16th Annual Cultural Festival at Sambai Community Hall in Sambai, Awanglekai today. Taking part in the event, Academy Secretary M. Sharad said Kundrakpam constituency has no shortage of talented artists. He added that the academy was jointly established by artists from Harauro, Sambai and Tangam village, and since its establishment bringing positive changes in the field of arts. General Council member of Sangeet Natak Academy, S.S. Nabachandra Naba Volcano, Academy President W. Komol, Vice President A. Lokeshwar, Retired Child Development Project Officer T.H. Mohindro, Managing Director of Imoinu Construction K. Ronen, Chairman of Arambai E. Sovit and other dignitaries attended the event. Also paid floral tribute to the late members of the Academy on the occasion. Former Deputy Comptroller and Auditor General retired Laishram Angamchan took charge as Chairman of Manipur Public Service Commission on November 23rd. Press release from Commission Joint Secretary K.H. Mandakini informed the same. 3-day CPCE training program of Business Development Plan organized by Institute of Cooperative Management Imphal at Institute of Cooperative Management Cooperative Complex Hall in Lamphil Path concluded today. The program was sponsored by NABARD Manipur Regional Office. General Manager of NABARD Regional Office Manipur Dr. Srinivas Rao, Vice President of Manipur State Cooperative Bank Limited Subhash Chandra and President P. Ranjit attended the valedictory event.
MSCB is doing very actively, but they have only 13 branches. They have recently opened one in Jiribam. And there is always a slow pace. In fact, I am happy that MSCB has now a young brigade of 38 officers and the staff who joined. I think that should strengthen the entire cooperative movement in the state of Manipur. And we see a lot of opportunity. Like you see, like Government of India, the importance of the cooperatives receiving. They formed a separate Ministry of Cooperation. And with Sri Amit Shah ji himself leading the front from the cooperatives.
3-day e-Shram registration campaign for workers in unorganized sector kick-started today at Thop Nauria Gram Panchayat office in Imphal district. Different common service centers organized the campaign under the Ministry of Labour and Employment. It may be mentioned that a worker who is registered under e-Shram will get a benefit of 1 to 2 lakh rupees health insurance.
E-Sharamgi, Sigumba registration ase hek tauba numittagi within 1 year gi manungda kanagumba restart tauraba card pairaba amana mana narakpada accident tauba matamda rupa lakh amagi adugumba insurance ki facility phangba yaraba aduga loinana thangai sengna sibana ba yarakpa matamda sumadugi insurance cover 2 lakh tauba yaba adugumba gi facility phangba yaraba sigumba tanja amakak mayam puna lomina ugse aduga loinana hairiba E-Sharamgi registration se masi mai pak nai ko pangthoba matungda India government tongan scheme kayama portal sigi makada restart tauraba miyam singse maside ko kudong chaba pirak na bagi damakta Bharat Sarkar na masigi damakta thorang taure.
Around 300 senior citizens of Singzamai constituency today received hearing aids free of cost under disabled person for purchase or fitting of aids or appliances, ADIP scheme of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India. Aliyavajung National Institute of Speech and Hearing Disabilities, Odisha and Poverty Development Society and SHEDA jointly organized the event at Singzamai Thongam Laikai under the initiative of Singzamai MLA and Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yumnam Kim Chan.
Minimum listing track, people say, COVID Punamaki Awa was eating a Nisina. Yam inconvenience ever Taba, my Tabasi, even like this, so unsing, reserve Lakoda. More Tadin Manasum, naturally. Adukuman White Abudu, who be never should be able to recognize Zivana, Mukara Havachari, Kalikumaka, I think, Kagabi, another punks again.
Yai School Block Mahila Congress Committee held a meeting as a part of Jan Jagran Abhiyan launched by Indian National Congress against rising prices of essential commodities including fuels today. Women folks of Yai School Assembly constituency attended the meeting held at the residence of Congress intending candidate of the constituency N. Helendro at Palace Compound. This Congress committee has appointed Seram Neken of Thongzu constituency as co-opted MPCC member of Manipur Pradesh Congress committee with immediate effect. Neken is also an intending candidate of Thongzu constituency for the upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. Kurai MLA L. Susindro extended financial aid to ailing senior reporter of Naharolgi Thaudang newspaper, THOKCHOM Rocky, who is undergoing treatment following road mishap. It may be mentioned that Rocky met with a road mishap at Nomaibung, Nandebam Chutek on his way home from work at Kongkham Laikai on November 15. He was rushed to Janim's neurosurgery ward and is now undergoing home treatment since November 23. Sanitation Week as part of Azadi Ka Mahotsav began in Jiribam district today. Block Mission Management Unit, CD Block Jiribam, Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission and Department of Rural Development and Panchayat jointly kicked off the event at Jila Parishad Conference Hall in Jiribam's Chingdong Laikai. Resource persons from District Water and Sanitation Committee Jiribam stress on how to test safe water drinking. Krishna Diagnostic Limited also conducted free health checkup on the occasion. World NRI Social and Cultural Association Manipur will hold a discussion on development of social culture education in Manipur from November 27 to 29 in 3 different districts of the state. One-day awareness for students on International Day for the Elimination of Violation Against Women was held today. One-Stop Center Kakching along with District Magistrate and Ministry of Women and Child Development organized a program at Martin Grammar School in Kakching. Advocate Khetrimayum Saran Kumari appealed to call Women Helpline number 181 and Child Helpline number 1098 to get legal help. Government of the People's Republic of Nagalim or proscribed NSCN says it has received tip-off regarding demand for ransom by some organizations for various projects in Tamenglong district of the Jaliad region and warns against the same. Press release from Self-Style NSCN GPRN Jaliad region Caretaker DG Robert says no organization or outfits can demand money in this region. Now the sports news. Odisha has defeated Bengaluru 3-1 in yesterday's league match of Hero Indian Super League ISL 2021-22. For the winners, Javi Hemamde scored 2 goals at 3rd and 51st minute and Aridai Cabrera netted 1 goal at 90+5 minute of the match played at Goa's Tilak Maidan Stadium. Alan Kosa netted lone goal of the losing team at 21st minute. A match between Northeast United FC and Kerala Blasters is underway since 7:30 at Goa's Fatoda Stadium. France, Germany and Malaysia have beat their opponents in the ongoing FIH Eurasia Hockey Men's Junior World Cup in Bhubaneswar. In yesterday's match of the tournament, France defeated India 5-4, Germany defeated Pakistan 3-2 and Malaysia beat Chile 2-1. This morning, Argentina trounced Egypt 14-0. A match between India and Canada is underway since 7:30 p.m. Jeet Kunedo Association Manipur JKAM informs that selection trial to select participants for 55th Jeet Kunedo Federation Cup will be held on November 28 from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at Yaripok Bisnu Nahar Community Hall. The cup will be held from January 7 to 9 next year at Talkotora Indo Stadium in New Delhi. Press release from JKAM informed interested officials and players under the association to report on time for the selection trial. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. World Meitei Council begins 72-hour statewide ban pressing demand to enlist Meitei Meitei community in ST list. Statewide ban gives minimal impact except in Imphal City. Atsum warns statewide shutdown if government fail to release arrested leaders of Atsum, KSO and Ansam immediately without any condition. Manipur reports 24 new COVID-19 cases, 34 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.44%. And India adds 9,119 fresh COVID-19 cases, 10,264 recoveries and 396 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.33%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Inclusive Manipur, a healthcare that truly cares. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana (PMJAY) amadi Chief Minister gi Haksel gi Tengbang CMIST gi Makada beneficiary lakh 9,000 na enroll tawkhibata natana beneficiary lakh 1,000 tarada lupa crore chamaga kunga hundoi ki ana layeng sing lem na phanghanba ngamkhre.